Technology is technology. If I could make an analogy, it's almost like air. It's so omnipresent to the point where people might not even recognize it, how pivotal it is in our daily lives. I guess since the beginning of time, we've been doing technological things in order to improve our daily lives as human beings. And it's just fascinating to me that, like, within a century, basically, maybe like a century and a half, we've gone from like horses and buggies, horse and carriage rides, to self-driving electric automobiles. That's a heck of a leap in such a relatively small amount of time when you think about human history. I believe humans have been on the planet for hundreds of thousands of years. I've heard about, scientists or archaeologists finding human remains and using carbon-based dating to say that, okay, these skeletal remains are at least 40,000 years old. At the very least, you can say, okay, we've been around for 40,000, 50,000 years. I believe longer. But, that's neither here nor there. But back to this technology, we create things and we have technological advances that make our survival and livelihood supposedly more convenient and easier. And for many years now, I'm starting to see that, okay, in certain ways that can be good, but then certain ways that cannot be good. Especially when you look at how we interact as humans. Humans are the type of mammals that basically are social creatures. You have some animals that are not. Like, okay, a lizard could lay an egg or whatever, and that's that, go about its business. Then the egg hatches and the baby lizard just crawls around and starts looking for food or whatever, hunting, swimming, or whatever lizards do, right? And so there's certain creatures that don't necessarily have to be social creatures and raise their young. The offspring just come out and they're genetically predisposed to do what their DNA has them do for survival. But we're the mammals. We, live birth. We gotta basically helpless. We rely on the mother for milk. We rely on parents, mom and dad, to raise us up, teach us survival skills and tactics. We have to learn all these things, and it takes a long time. Basically, as far as humans are concerned, it seems like at least two good decades of child rearing will help us be fully functioning members of our society, right? And as technology has changed and we've incorporated those technologies into our lives, we have made adjustments on how we interact socially. Okay, so taking the crap, taking the dump, that used to be something that was naturally done outdoors. 200-300 years ago, if you talked about defecating indoors, you were probably seen as someone who was insane. But fast forward some centuries, you have modern day plumbing, indoor plumbing, and facilities are designed for that. So it's like, okay, now it makes sense to relieve yourself indoors. But there was a point in time socially where it was like, no, that's something that needs to be done outdoors. not inside the home. You could even go back to the 1800s where you have the outhouse. It's like a little small little, basically porta potty. And socially, that was like a normal thing. But once again, technology is introduced into society, and then as a species or whatever, we react to that. We adjust. We incorporate these technologies into our lives, and there are adjustments that are made.